What's up, Florida with 5 family?
Hi, I guess I don't gotta do it.
Nope, I took it from you.
Anyway, today we wanted to come to you guys, talk to you a little bit about our friend Dorian. Not such a good friend.
No.
It's our first hurricane we're having to deal with since moving here to Florida. And like many others that probably didn't know much about hurricanes, what to do to get prepared for them, we went to Google. We went to YouTube. We started figuring out what the heck we need. And like probably many first-time Floridians, we're probably way over-prepared, but...
We are those funny memes in the stores, just grabbing everything.
We probably got way more than what we need, but we'd rather have that than not having nearly enough. Our first big thing we got was a generator, which was probably a good purchase, right? Even if not for this hurricane, we get storms all the time. We could lose power. Good thing to have. And funny story about that. Today we're making this. It's Labor Day. It's Monday. What is it? September 2nd?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Wait.
I went to the store last week, Thursday, looking for generators. 3 stores I went to. None of them had generators. I started calling around. Everybody's sold out. Till finally I found a store that's about 30 miles away from us that was getting a shipment in yesterday. Saturday or Sunday? Saturday. They got a shipment on Saturday. They allowed me to prepay for it over the phone and pick it up. So now we have a generator. But it's crazy. The stores are empty.
Yeah, I'd say that was like probably the scariest so far out of this experience, just going and seeing gas stations sold out of gas. Nothing. We have some pictures that we'll put in this video, just of the stores like completely empty.
Yeah, Walmart.
Not even bread.
Walmart's was out of bottled water. Walmart was out of bread. All the non-perishable snacks and everything.
And for people who've went through this before, that's probably like
duh. Yeah,
but
right.
like for us, I've never went to a store back home and couldn't get anything. So.
Well, the funny thing is, they were all out, water's all gone, and then all of a sudden, just randomly, I'm going to Target for something, and here's a case, a whole pallet full of water there.
Or flashlights, because remember Walmart was out of flashlights, and Target had a whole bunch. So
I mean, once you probably know the lay of land, wherever it is you live, wherever it is you're going to live, you'll probably know the places to go to get the supplies. But anyway, I believe a good thing to have is a generator, right? We also bought a window AC unit. That way,
we have asthmatic kids.
Should we lose power, we could probably all confine ourselves to one room in our house. Keep that room cool so our kids don't have any breathing issues.
Or me, because I have
you
things.
as well. But yeah, that was our big major purchases, were the generator, an air conditioning unit. And we have about 2 months worth of food in our pantry right now.
We'll put some pictures down there too to look at our
maybe we'll go video it too. We'll see what we got.
Our ridiculous pantry,
but we stocked up on, I think we got 4 cases of bottled water. We have countless amounts of just snacks. Like, if I saw a meme going around, and it's true, if Dorian doesn't get us the diabetes, will.
Hey, I didn't see that one. That's fun. But regardless, it's not a wasteful purchase because we have 7 people in our house. It's gonna get, we're gonna use it. We're gonna eat it. So is what it is. But yeah, we definitely panicked a little bit. Now we know for next time. There's a lot of the stores, they ran out like right away. Everybody was like in a huge panic. But then 2 days later, they were all stocked back up.
Let's talk about why they're in a huge panic. Okay,
yeah.
This storm, they had it slated coming straight for us. Central Florida is going to make landfall around like Cape Canaveral, Cocoa Beach, meaning that when it comes inland, it was going to slam us right where we're at. We're about 45 minutes to an hour from the coast, so we're going to feel the effects of it regardless. And now they're saying it's going to turn north.
I don't know.
On a dime,
God
category 5 hurricane is going to just stop at the Bahamas, completely change its path, and go north. I'm not buying it. I'm a skeptic on that. Would never tell anybody not to be prepared. I believe. Shoot. What do I believe?
I believe I can fly.
I believe I can fly. So I'm just gonna fly over the hurricane. I believe it's best to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. So of course I hope it doesn't hit Florida, but I believe it's going to. Hurricane Irma a couple years ago, all the models showed it missing Florida, going back up into the Atlantic, and guess what? It swooped the opposite way, went south, and came back and hit the Gulf side of Florida. So until it actually makes that turn and it's past us, I'm not believing it.
Yeah. Hey, and I'm all about, I want to address this because things have been bothering me the last couple days. I am all about a funny meme. I am all about funny videos. I can't think of that one guy that I follow. He's from here. Lived here his whole life, and he did a really, really awesome video on the lights of it and making, just kind of getting people to laugh. But at the end of his video, he was like, in all seriousness, it's nothing to mess around with. You need to be prepared. So I'm all about a good laugh and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I don't think the Bahamas is laughing about anything. I don't think that they're thinking it's funny that it's some of the memes I saw about like kind of making fun of men, making jokes about them overestimating their size and things like that. I don't think the Bahamas is underestimating any size of anything. That's devastating. I mean, it brought me to tears just watching the videos of what those poor people are going through, and it's devastating.
As of this morning, an 8-year-old boy drowned because of the hurricane in the Bahamas. So it's nothing to laugh about. I'm sure once the storm is parked over the Bahamas right now, it's sitting there. I'm sure after it's all said and done, there's going to be a lot more than just one person that lost their life, and that's a tragedy.
Well, and then just thinking of our family, say it did do what it originally said it was going to do, that it was going to come in Central Florida and just blast us. I mean, all the families, like, what would we're outnumbered with our children, and they can't swim.
They're talking 20 to 30 inches of rain this storm is bringing in a day or two. I mean, there's no way our storm sewers can handle that. There's going to be flooding. If there's flooding, we're going to be parked out on the top floor of our house with pretty much everything that means anything to us. So, not a joke, you know?
Definitely not a joke. Definitely be prepared. And if it comes, be prepared for it. If it doesn't, well, then no harm, no foul.
Let's talk about some other tips that we've heard that we're going to do for this hurricane. One of them is we are going to probably today, because the storm is slated. We're supposed to start feeling things from it tomorrow, Tuesday. So today we still have electricity, we still have water, we got everything. We're probably going to take up every pitcher or Tupperware decent size that we own and fill it up with water. We have 4 cases of water. Who knows if that's enough? We need water for washing our face, brushing our teeth, all that stuff. So we're probably going to do that. Other people have talked about taking like gallon Ziploc bags and filling them with water and then freezing them so that you have ice to keep your stuff cold, and then when the ice melts you have water. For us, we have a generator. So we're not too worried about keeping our food cold. My generator's plenty big enough to power the fridge, the freezer, all that. We don't have an extra freezer, so we don't have room to freeze bags. But that's a good idea for those that do. Another good idea that could also have some downfalls. We've been told before the storm hits, fill up your bathtub with water so that you have water. Now that's good. You got a lot of fresh water in the bathtub there you can use for various things. But we have small kids. We really don't want to leave a bathtub full of water sitting there. It's easy enough for a child to get in the bathroom, and we have a 2-year-old. I'd hate to see him get in there. And
we actually had a firefighter who met us at Walmart, who helped us and was giving us all these tips, and he brought up, because I wouldn't have even thought about that, he said, oh my gosh, please, 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 you need to have something to lock your bathroom doors if you're going to fill your tubs, because these are the kind of calls that they answer during these kinds of situations, hurricanes or whatever, is now children drowning in their bathtubs.
Right.
So
that's an idea. If you don't have kids, great idea. Something to do. Get you a bunch of water. Another thing.
The carbon monoxide too. With
the
generator.
Oh yeah, generators. I mean, it should be common sense, but common sense has seemed to become less common. Don't operate your generators inside
in your house,
or even in your garage. You guys,
or by window. Get it as far away as you can.
The combustion of the fuel creates carbon monoxide, and we all know what carbon monoxide does. So outside. That's the other thing too. I was just going to set it outside, let it run. The same person actually talked to me and said lock it up, because during hurricanes there's lots of looting going on. People are stealing generators.
Yeah,
You know,
they're taking advantage of the people who have decided to evacuate and breaking into people's houses and taking generators.
yeah.
And
So moral of the story there, I bought a bike lock. If it comes to us needing it, it's gonna be chained to a tree right there outside our house. Other thing to remember for a hurricane, take some cash out. If all the electricity goes down, no one's gonna be taking credit cards, debit cards for anything. If should there be a gas station or store open for you to get to, you're gonna have to pay in cash. So we got some cash. We got obviously enough food and water probably for at least a week to be out of power.
yeah,
We got enough gas for the generator for a week.
this way, buddy.
Another thing, stock up on batteries, obviously, flashlights. Anything else?
I'm just thinking of things that we did, like not necessarily like things that you had to buy, but we made it very I don't know the word.
Oh, the other thing we did.
Oh,
What's that app you got?
What
That
app?
new one that your mom...
Oh, we did back in Wisconsin. My family all has us on Life 360.
So we downloaded an app called Life 360 that you can invite others to, family, friends, and it shows, as long as your cell phone is on, it shows your whereabouts, so that friends, family, should a disaster happen, they know where you are. And of course, that's if your phone is on.
Right.
So that brings me to another point, though, to get some portable battery chargers.
Yeah.
For a cell phone, we have a couple of them. I'm not planning on, even if we lose power, we can charge our phones here at the house, but we're gonna also charge our portable battery packs. In case of a disaster, you have those, you bring them with, you're not worrying about your phone dying, you know, so at least you have some sort of portable power to bring with you. Where we're at, guys, we're in south of Orlando, central Florida area. We're not as much concerned about the hurricane force winds here. It's more the flooding that we're concerned about. We know this area is prone to flood, so we've made all of our preparations for that.
With flooding comes the animals. That's
Yeah,
what
that's it.
I'm more worried about.
That's the other thing. I mean, we noticed it the other day. We had a series of storms.
The snakes.
Yeah, we saw 3 snakes, one walk around the neighborhood, 3 different types of snakes. We saw a rattlesnake, so that kind of opened up your eyes a little bit.
We've, in the past when it's rained and then we went outside to do our walks, we've seen snakes such as like the coral snake, and those kinds of things. So I just can't imagine the amount of rain. I mean, and these are just little normal end of the day kind of rains, and it brings out all those kinds of things. I'm really scared to see what a really heavy downpour,
And that's no doubt, we're gonna get that.
Yeah.
Regardless.
So I'm a little nervous about that. One of the other things we've been doing that doesn't really involve having to buy anything or those kinds of, it's just prepping our kids. You guys have to remember, you may be watching this thinking, wow, they're kind of overreacting and things. We've never been through any of this. So with that, our kids have never seen weather like this before. So we've definitely been talking to our kids for the last week or so, just preparing them, showed them little videos of just what you may see, what you may hear, different sounds, to just kind of get them ready, just so that it just kind of alleviates some of that stress on them, because it is scary. Yes. It is scary. So.
Anyway, any of you guys, east coast of Florida, coast of Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, be safe, guys. Make smart choices.
If they tell you to leave, leave. Don't do this whole I'm going to stand my ground. And if they say the news has not stressed it enough, the reason they wait as long as they do for evacuations, they understand the cost of evacuations. They understand people with disabilities and those kinds of things. It's not easy to get out. So when they make that decision, they do not do it lightly. So it's not worth...
Bottom line, this storm, it's a storm, it's going to do whatever the heck it wants to do. As many models and spaghetti strings and LGFS models or whatever it is they're doing, you don't know where it's going to go. You don't. Right now it's headed straight for Florida unless it turns. So be safe. If they're telling you to leave, leave. tell you what, if we lived closer to the coast, we'd be leaving. But
I would have already left Friday.
I feel safe where we are here.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I think we're okay right here, staying where we are. We have those preparations set. We have a plan. We, you know, and all of that. We have that all set up. But if I was by the beach, down where that, I would have. I don't care what anyone. I would have been gone.
Yep.
I have 5 small children. One of them can swim, kind of. I mean, none of them are real strong. Would rather pay the cost of leaving and deal with the aftermath of my house and whatever, because even if you're in your house, okay, and you're standing your ground because you don't, what are you gonna do when the storm, I mean, there's nothing you can do to prevent.
What are you gonna do when your roof gets ripped off?
Right, I mean, there's not, just because you're there doesn't mean it's not gonna not
happen.
happen.
I know, on a funny note, I saw a meme of a guy putting ratchet straps over his roof to the ground to hold his roof down. I also saw one of a guy putting sandbags on his roof, thinking that that's gonna hold his roof down.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I'm there with you. In my home is everything I have, and I mean, it's your home, and a lot of it, whether, or I have insurance, a lot of it is irreplaceable. I mean, there are memories, there's pictures, there's this, I get it, but much rather, I'm sure your family would much rather have you there and you safe and everything good than your stuff. So just be smart. They don't make those decisions lightly. If they tell you to leave, just leave. And yeah, that's
pretty much all we got, guys. Keep an lookout the next couple days. Once the storm gets going, we'll probably make some more videos, show you guys what we're doing. We're hunkering down.
Another thing we got, which is not a need, it's a want. Because if the storm don't get us, it's going to be trapped in this house with this many children for as many days as we probably will. We bought lots of activities.
Oh, yeah.
So put a picture of all of our activities we got. And things to keep the kids busy.
Like we said, keep a lookout. We're going to be making more videos, at least one more probably about this hurricane. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe right there. Like our video, that way we know you guys like videos like this, and we'll keep making them. Until then, we'll see you next time.
Over and out.